Welcome back to RGR. My name's Daniel Harms. For those of you that are new, make sure you're hitting that like, the sub, the bell notification. That's for you to make sure you have everything up to date on a daily basis that Ryan and I and the whole RGR team do. That was a really fun game against the Saints. I'm not going to lie, guys. I thought that both defenses played pretty well in this game. The Chiefs offense, not as explosive as we are used to seeing them, but the Chiefs, they were able to adjust the game plan in this game and really find a way to eke it out like they usually do against good teams. And this top 10 defense from the Saints did a good job in this game. So let's go ahead and jump right in. We're going to get some plays kickstarted here. I think that watching Clyde Edwards-Hilaire move is one of my absolute favorite things to do. And when we just take this slowly, really quickly here, I want you to watch what he's able to do with his eyes as well as his feet at the same time. And right here, you would assume he's dead in the water, right? You've got Wisniewski being pushed into the backfield, the defensive tackle's eyes on Clyde as he's coming into that gap, the linebacker coming down underneath. And what's he going to do? He's got nowhere to go. But the guy that he's going to do a great job of pressing this gap right here, forcing the linebacker to then commit to tackling him here. And that's when you're going to see the magic happen because he's got such quick feet. He's able to get in and out of his breaks, like almost a receiver in that sense. And he's going to jump cut back to that B gap and get upfield for, a 6-7 yard gain. That's what he brings to this team. And I know it's been hard to see all of that throughout the season with the things that this offensive line's gone through, but he makes plays out of nothing. This is a no yard gain, and probably a negative yard gain that he turns into a 6, 7, 8 yard gain. So watching him is just kind of a good primer for me in these videos, and I love getting to see him do what he does best. Now, we're going to go a little bit quicker here because the Chiefs did something in this game where they were able to manipulate some of the man coverage that they got. You're going to see Tyreek Hill up here at the top of the screen in the slot, man-on-man in close coverage. So this is something that Patrick Mahomes did a great job of identifying early in the process, and he almost scores on this, which would have been one of the cooler plays to see him do in this season, really, and get that touchdown. But here's what they do to manipulate this man coverage. So you have a deep safety here, and you have man-on-man. You can see, nearly a 10-yard gap between McCole Hardman on the outside and the corner here. So they're going to run, basically a two-level corner route. So Hardman's kind of running an angle route 10 to 15 yards down the field and cutting it to the end. And Tyreek is going to run a corner route as well, but he's going to cut a little bit shorter and go underneath here where that corner is vacating, following McCole Hardman down the field. And this is why Patrick Mahomes' pre-snap reads have been so effective lately. He's able to see that they're in man coverage, and then I see where Tyreek Hill is going to be getting on the field. He's going to release early. He's going to get out before the corner can get his hands on him. And that's the key to all these plays. He's able to do a great job of releasing to the inside and not allowing the corner to get his hands on him. And by the time he gets to the parallel with him on the field, it's too late. There's nothing you can do. And that pre-snap recognition, of Tyreek Hill releasing to the inside and getting to that corner route is why Mahomes has been able to make defenses pay, even when guys like Eric Fisher, who's clearly hurt in this game, get beat off the edge. He's able to just make these quick throws and get his playmakers the ball in space, and Tyreek Hill nearly pays it off for the touchdown. He was so close, and I'm so shocked that he just barely stepped out of bounds. I would have loved to see him get that touchdown there. So this review I'm doing is a little bit more of both ends. I'm going to do both offense and defense, and obviously I circled Tershawn Wharton at the end here, or beginning, and he does such a great job of locating the football. I mean, a guy his size, we talk about the rookie class for this Chiefs defense a lot, and he is one of these stalwarts up front. And the big reason that he's able to do such a great job is here, right here. You see that extension? That extension from Wharton is what one allows him to play off like that. He's able to locate the football and then make adjustments based on where the football is going. If this is play action, then he can run or throw the offensive lineman upfield, and then he can get back in the backfield. But the Saints did a very good job of setting up this this draw play, and they're going to get blocks everywhere on all the guys that they want to. And their one option, or the one thing they're trying to do, is open up this gap here with blocking down. They're trying to really wall this off here. If they can do that, they're going to get a good 5, 6, 7, probably even bigger yard gain on this run. But with eyes on the running back from Wharton, this position here, you can see that the offensive lineman's in a bad posture. He's not able to get much in this play. And that's why Wharton's able to identify and then throw him off, because he's in the better position, and he just takes him up where he wants to go, gets underneath him, and then makes a tackle on 2nd and 10 for a 3-yard gain. And that was forcing the Saints into these 3rd and long situations that they found themselves in periodically throughout this game. And it's why the Chiefs defense was so successful for the majority of this game. Now we're going to talk about L'Jarius Sneed again, because he's doing some incredible things. And in this game, he was literally all over the field, having an interception, multiple, I think, a pass breakup, forcing an incompletion here, getting a sack. He was literally everywhere. And I think Drew Brees attacked him early on in this game because he is a rookie, and he's Drew Brees. He's he's probably going to be one of the 5 best quarterbacks to ever play the game, at least from a statistical standpoint. He's going to hold all the records. So I want you to notice something really quickly here. Is obviously we know Drew Brees wants to get the ball out quickly, and number 83, the wide receiver, is just going to do a little out route here. This is a short out route, and with Sneed already up close to the line, he's giving a little sense that he may blitz or not. So he's going to drop back into the zone here, and then he's able to find the football. And that's the biggest thing for young corners, is locating the football, locating where the receiver is going to go, and then going downhill and getting that football. So what he does here is he locates and he attacks where the football should be going, to the body of the receiver. If Brees throws this at the receiver in the body, Sneed's going to pick this off and return it for a touchdown. So he forces him to throw it to the outside, where the receiver then has to extend his arms, and it goes right off his fingertips. That forces an incompletion because he's able to jump that route. That it's such a smart play from Sneed, getting on that football, locating where Brees wants to go with it, and then jumping downfield for it. It's a great job, and it's why he's done such a great job in this game. In this season. And this is one of the plays that I wanted to highlight, showing the Chiefs adjust their game plan a little bit. They added much more crossing routes and shorter route concepts, RPOs, in the second half of this game, and it allowed them to get the football out quicker to their playmakers in space. Sammy Watkins is going to do a great job of fighting across the field here and getting out of the way on his man coverage to get this first down for a big play for the Chiefs. And obviously we want to highlight Travis Kelce at the bottom doing a great job of setting a pick for him, because they do an excellent job all around with Sammy Watkins and Demarcus Robinson and Travis Kelce of setting picks for other guys to get them the football. And that's one thing you really want to see, is allowing the team to get the players the ball in space. That's allowing them to be successful and adjusting their game plan, obviously. This play is probably one of my favorites that they've drawn up in the entire season. So we're going to break it down a little bit further for you. And this is the touchdown to Tyreek Hill. Just kind of watch it go through here. It's just so much fun watching these guys operate in space with plays designed specifically to get them open. And here we are. I know I kind of screwed this video up a little bit, this clip up, so that I could, there we go. Okay, so let's slow it down just a little bit. One thing I want you guys to see, initially, this was 3 wide receivers stacked on each other. It was Tyreek Hill as well, but now he's moving back and forth in motion. So he's just trying to disrupt this safety right here, throw him off what he's doing. Now, if you'll notice, you've got Travis Kelce isolated as the only receiver on that left side, and Demarcus Robinson is going to be chipping here. So they're in man coverage. And so what you're going to see is Le'Veon Bell is going to release to the slot. Sammy Watkins is going to come upfield and take his man to the corner part of the end zone. And Tyreek Hill is going to come back to his left one more time and come out this way. With the offensive line shifting to the left here, that's going to create another void in the defense. That's all this play is designed to do. They want to shift this part of the defense over and still create enough attention on Travis Kelce to keep them on that side. So let's roll it forward quickly here, just so we can see exactly what I'm talking about. So right here is that turn from Tyreek Hill, and you can already see the void starting to be created in the defense. And the way that this play was designed is exactly to do just that. And the safety lost Tyreek Hill in the shuffle. He thought he was coming to the left. Now he's already coming back to the right. Robinson's going to block here. Like I said, come to the flat with this linebacker covering. And you have this guy man on man with Demarcus Robinson. So that takes up two defenders as well. So Patrick can just come out to the right as much as he wants, and then they're going to have Tyreek Hill find this void in the defense that they have created. It's just such a fun little design that it creates just a 3-yard gap in the defense, and Mahomes is able to identify it. Hill's able to identify it, and they get a touchdown based off of the fact that they've moved the offensive line to the left and kept skill players on the right, creating that 2 to 3 yard gap in the defense. It's just so much fun to watch the plays that Andy Reid comes up with. And it helped a lot in this game. The Chiefs were 4 out of 5 in the red zone converting touchdowns, and they did get that field goal as well. So they scored on all of their red zone possessions. It was incredibly crucial that they did that. Obviously, we can't talk about this game without the incredible third down that Patrick Mahomes converted, because he's just that type of a athlete, making Cam Jordan miss and then just coming back, finding Sammy Watkins for a big 20-plus yard gain. Now, this play is actually Wasp. I noticed it when I was watching it, and you're going to see Sammy Watkins do an actual deep dig down the field. Hill is going to come. He's going to find his way outside of this corner, and then he's going to try to attack the safety down the field, but he's going to take him up this way instead. So he tries to make him commit to the outside with a little shimmy, but then he comes back to this side of the field. The Saints did a good job of covering it up, and I do think that Sammy Watkins eventually comes open here, but at that time is when you see pressure come up the middle. So this is how they did a good job in this game. And one thing I really want you to notice is, as soon as the play breaks down, when the receivers are at the moment right here when you see Patrick Mahomes get out of the pocket. Now, Travis Kelce is here. Sammy Watkins is literally turned to the opposite side of the field that Mahomes is running. So he's going to stop and come back around right there. That is why this team has been so successful when plays break down. The knowledge to locate where the quarterback is, where he's running, and then find the open area of the field. Sammy Watkins does a great job. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes does an even better job of making Cam Jordan miss and then getting out in space. So then we're going to see Patrick just kind of do his thing behind the line of scrimmage. And I do want you kind of to watch Andrew Wiley at right tackle, because I think that this is one thing I noticed throughout the game, is that he does a very good job of being more than a serviceable right tackle. He comes back to being a tackle for the first time since he was drafted, and I think he did a very good job against Cam Jordan. Obviously, when you're at the mercy of a defensive player with Patrick Mahomes moving behind the line of scrimmage, you're not going to know exactly where he's going. So they did end up getting that pressure with a stunt there. And then, Mahomes does a great job of finding Sammy Watkins on the field. Sammy Watkins has been so clutch since he came back from his injury. I mean, what else can you say about it? That's all really he's done. He's been just clutch catches in the playoffs and in the regular season when he comes back. Now we're going to break down the L'Jarius Sneed interception, because I think there's a lot of things here that we can take away from not just the play itself, but how they were able to do it. The Chiefs are only going to rush 4 on this play. And like I mentioned earlier in the game, I think that earlier in the video, Drew Brees attacked L'Jarius Sneed, a rookie, which you typically want to do. You want to attack him. But the way that he plays physically and has the speed to recover downfield is 100% not normal for a rookie. They're going to have this receiver come underneath, and Thornhill's going to break on the supposed throw, and Breeland's going to have him in man coverage, and that leaves Sneed one-on-one with the receiver down the field. That's what Breeze wants. That's exactly what he's trying to do. So he uses his eyes to bring down Thornhill right there. I think Thornhill was already supposed to be coming down there anyway to take away some quick throws and force him to throw it down the field. And that's exactly what he did. But Sneed, again, locates the football. He's playing physical throughout the route. And then he's able to make play on the football because Drew Brees doesn't have very much arm strength anymore. So, but one of the things, I know people have been kind of down on Frank Clark, but if you watch him, he's going to push Ryan Ramczyk really into the backfield, and that's going to kind of force Drew to get rid of this football a little bit before he wanted to. And with the physical play of L'Jarius Sneed, the receiver ends up falling down. He's able to locate it and then toe tap at the end here, which is impressive. He was also juggling the football at the same time. So I think that the Chiefs did a good job up front getting some at least pressure in his face to force him to make some of these throws into that pressure. And, Sneed is the beneficiary of it in this case, because I think that if Drew Brees hold on to this football another second longer, then Frank Clark's about to get a sack. And if not, Chris Jones is probably about to get a sack. So, again, beneficiary being in the right spot at the right time, playing your man in press coverage, physical style that they want to play against receivers that aren't as good as Michael Thomas. So the game plan worked out for the Chiefs. Like I mentioned, I believe that both teams played very well on defense. The score doesn't show that because their offenses are actually good. So, again, the Chiefs win a close game, and I think you can feel really good about this as not only as Chiefs fans, but the Chiefs themselves beating another top 10 defense and really showing everybody that regardless of how many offensive linemen they were down, they were able to adjust their game plan and make it better for, the Chiefs. They were still able to put up 32 points. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm hopefully going to be able to get some more multiple videos out in terms of offense and defense. So again, hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a great day.
Thanks for watching this video from the team at RGR Football. Click these videos to see more and subscribe to RGR Football.